going to need help from you on this. Don't worry, it's not turning into some kind of a sing-along. I need any 2 sentences in the English language. It'll all make sense in a minute. Anyone?
I can't speak English.
I can't speak English. Excellent. One more.
Now is the hour.
Yeah, just do it.
Just do it. What was yours?
Now is the hour.
Now is the hour. Just do it. I can't speak English. Just do it. Now is the hour. Okay.
Just say no.
Okay. For those of you who don't understand, when I say 2 sentences in the English language, I am not inviting you to a poetry slam. Thank you, but I'm good now. I don't speak English. Just do it, and now is the hour. I mentioned I have all this theatrical background. I come from a theatrical family, and by theatrical I mean a house full of drama queens. I happen to know every monologue that has ever been lost in the history of theater. This will all make sense as I move forward. I happen to know of 3 different great playwrights, all of whom have written monologues that have since been lost, that began with the words, "I don't speak English." Why not? Revolved around the theme of just do it. No. Revolved around the theme of now is the time. Yeah, that'll work better for me. And ended with the words just do it. I don't speak English. Now is the time. Just do it. All right. Ha! First of all, ladies and gentlemen, my father, in his non-stop efforts to keep me involved in the American theater, took me in 1984 to press preview night on Broadway of David Mamet's Glengarry Glen Ross. I'm still not allowed to say
No.
no. Nonetheless, press preview night, as you may or may not know, leads to the very last rewrite before the theaters are opened to the general public. At that time, Richard Roma, played by Joe Mantegna, had a monologue to Williamson in the second act that began with the words, "I don't speak English," revolved around the now is the time idea, and ended with the words, "No, just do it." From the original draft of Glengarry Glen Ross, second act, Richard Roma speaks. "I don't speak English, Williamson. Could that be the problem? I don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. Could that be the problem? Because I'm pretty sure, unless I misread the notification, that you, Williamson, listen to me, that you owe me $7,000. Now, you got 2 choices. You can either, do not talk to me when I am talking to you, Williamson. You can either pay me my $7,000 or you can walk out the door. Do not stand there and try to engage me. This is not a negotiation. This is not a lengthy conversation. This is the time to make a decision right now. Do you want me on your staff or not? We had an arrangement. Did we not have an arrangement? You say to me, I shall know. You listen to me, you little son of Williamson. You could not find your dick, 2 hands, and a personal assistant. You listen to me very carefully right now. If you want me to continue working here, you will find the money. You will find a way to bring it to me. Do not give me excuses. Just do it. I thought I'd gotten through that without saying the words I'm not allowed to say. But getting horrible signals from off stage. I was okay? Okay, good.
It would have sounded bad if you would have substituted the word Richard. Just wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, I made my career doing Richard jokes. You're right, I did. I'm sorry. In between writing his brilliant radio play Under Milkwood and doing the famous recording of his epic poem A Child's Christmas in Wales, my namesake, Dylan Thomas, wrote a stage play, most of a stage play. He never actually finished it. There was a lot he didn't finish. But in his lost stage play, A Farewell to the Bay, he wrote a monologue that began with the words, I don't speak English, ended with the words, just do it, and revolved around the now is the hour theme. Now is the time? That's the hour? Dylan Thomas, lost monologue. I don't speak English better than anyone else. I know no more words than the rest. I've seen no more of the world than any have. I've lived here in this tumble-down town, using what words I have to rate my little pieces, sitting in the pub with Mary Sweet Kelly in her lily white hands, and walking on down the slow cobble steps to the sweet, swelling, silent sound. And I've watched the gulls turn. And in that time I've learned one thing. One thing, perhaps two, of what life is. And all the things I know are things that I was born to know. A child, a honey-suckling child of Wales. And here, where salt breezes blow up sweet behind my ears like kitten kisses, I have come to be a man. And there are things I want, oh Caitlin, things I've always wanted. Things I'll never find. But if I search for them, if I have the courage just to walk those slow cobbled steps again, to go beyond the waves, to seek upon the sea, oh Caitlin, just come with me. Let it go, this life you hear, your father yelling, mother drinking down the days and puking in the yard. Oh Caitlin, no. Just say you'll come, just do it. Every playwright at some time falls victim to his own ego. William Shakespeare, after the great success of Hamlet, wrote a play that is no longer included in the collected works. And in that play was a monologue that began with the words, I don't speak English, ended with the words, just do it, and revolved around the now is the time theme. From Shakespeare's lost play, Fellatio and Herpes, second act, third scene, atop the battlements. Frederick speaks. I don't speak English, my liege, when I do speak to French. Nor do I, when I speak to Swedes, speak French, or to the Germans, Swedish. Nay, my liege, thou'st hired me. Thou'st brought me to thy fine dwellings, that I might work for thee as thy negotiator. And if thou wouldst, upon thine own progression, take control, then thou wouldst find that this, what has been up till now a sweet negotiation, could quick disintegrate to dust or some fine sand that might, within the wheels of carriages, imbue them with a gritty sense and slow their progress forward, if thou wouldst. And now, as thou dost see that these sweet men, who have come forth on thy request to sit at thy great table, would hear from thee the words that they would hear, and thou wouldst take this time to speak instead those words that thou wouldst speak, methinks, my liege, that this would be most foolhardy. Yet do it not so. For now, this winter, this year, when our times are ripe as any grape that would, with suckling juice, and sweeten some fine wine, oh, my liege, there never has been better moment risen than this now. And so, when I do tell thee what they long to hear, when I do offer thee the wisdom of my knowledge and my time in such negotiations as these, for which thou hast, in thy great wisdom, Lord, brought me to serve, you heed my words. You learn the speech I've written for thy tongue. Walk into thy great hall. Stand forth at the head of that table. My Lord, just do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brody.